So here's a really beautiful spot. Another large cherry blossom tree in full bloom. And we have some old graves here. Here's someone named James Kennedy, died in the 1880s. And some other pretty old graves. And we have another cherry tree in full bloom. And I wanted to point something out here. This grave kind of looks like the Washington Monument, doesn't it? And then we've got another one in the back there that does too, although the top is not as pointed. And then we have two more in the background there that also look like that. And we have another one over here. And this one that we just looked at behind the cherry tree is like that too. So what is going on with these obelisk-shaped graves? Well, it just happened that back in the 1800s, especially the later half of the 1800s, this was a very popular style. Napoleon invaded Egypt, and he brought back all of these obelisks and other types of relics from ancient Egypt, and they became popular. And it was just a popular style at the time, and that is also why the Washington Monument itself is in this style. There's no specific reason. It was just a popular style. So at Arlington National Cemetery, which we go to a lot with our groups, you see these everywhere, and it pretty much tells you that it's an older grave from about that time, because that's when it was fashionable. Here's some more of this cemetery. And we are going down a road, going downhill. Here is a military grave. This is the style you see at national cemeteries. Anytime you see a grave that looks like this, it is definitely a serviceman. So this person fought in the Korean War, and you can tell by his date of death that he survived the Korean War, because he died in 1995. He was in the Marines, U.S. Marine Corps, corporal. Lots of information you see on military gravestones like this. Oh, and here are a couple that are broken. And very interestingly enough, they are broken in the same kind of way. They are both broken in the same kind of a shape. I wonder what this was all about and why. Here's an interesting design. You've got the cross coming right in the middle of a crown. Another very old grave, cannot make out a date on this. Some more cherry trees up here. And here are some very small graves. I wonder if this is a children's section. Especially in the old days, infant mortality was much higher than it is these days. And, well, this answers that question if it needed to be asked. This grave says, "Our baby." Our baby. So often in those days they wouldn't even name their baby until they thought it had a chance of surviving. In fact, at John F. Kennedy's grave, he is buried with a daughter who was born stillborn, and the name on it says daughter. She was unnamed at that point. And here's this is interesting. Evelyn Arnett is a 4-year-old, and it looks like the top broke off, so it's resting here on the side, but it would have gone up there. Yeah, more very small graves for children. And this is a common feature you'll see in older graves for children is a lamb. So here's one. Yeah, these whole 3 rows are infants, babies, going all the way across. And there's more a little down the hill. They're kind of mixed in with the adults. Very sad. But okay, I will pause this here, and we will see you in part 3.